Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to jump on here right quick before 7 o'clock tonight. No, it's not the hot topic. That's next Friday. And but tonight, I want to bring about some awareness on women voters. I heard something very disturbing this morning about from someone who is going to be running for Congress. And one of the remarks that he made was that they needed to do away with the 19th Amendment. Well, guess what? The 19th Amendment is what gave women the right to vote. So why would you want to do away with the 19th Amendment? Whether we realize it or not, there is an attack on women. And they won't stop there. Next, they'll be going after Brown versus the Board of Education. They'll be going after the Loving case of interracial marriages. They're just going to go after everything. And let me tell you, sometimes people have a tendency to get upset with you because you're trying to tune them in to current events. But listen, you can't run from facts. You can't run from what is going on in the world that we live in. And I want to speak out and use this platform of Electra James Inspirational Talks today and tell you everybody can do something. We are in the fight of our life for democracy. And guess what? I know there are those who say voting don't count. Why y'all keep talking about that? If voting didn't count, you wouldn't have people trying to take your rights to vote from you. People don't try to rob you of anything that's not worth something. So you don't have to like a certain individual. But you do need to research these people. Find out what they stand for. Find out how they vote on issues that concern you. And my biggest concern is one day when my grandkids grow up and they say, Grandma, what did you do? I want to be able to tell them that I did not take a seat. Here's what I done. And I know many of you want to do the same thing, but we have to do something today. Today. When you literally hear someone saying that they want to take away the 19th Amendment if they get a position in Congress, that's crazy. That's crazy. You don't want women to have the rights to vote? And then went on to say, I posted it on my page, went on to say, well, the reason being is because women, along with their suffrage, they drug us into it as males. And then they were able to get in leadership roles. And that, the world is just a mess because of it. And that's not true. That's not true. Let me tell you something. We need you men to get in this fight with us. You have mothers, you have wives, you have daughters, you've got nieces. We need you to get in this fight with us. We're always standing with men. We need the men to stand with us. Because you can't hurt one with hurting more. You can't just hurt the woman without hurting the children, without hurting the future. I know people having a lot of different conversations about different things, but voting is, my family knows this, People who are close to me as friends know this. That is something I'm passionate about. Because I don't want to use the time that I have on this side to do nothing. All the functions and stuff that you want to go and be a part of, that's good. But make sure that you take care of the future, our children, our grandchildren. Make sure that that's in order. So that when they ask you the question, you can say, this is what I done. When democracy was on the brink of being ripped apart, this is what I done. This is why you fight. I'm not going to give you my torch, but I'm going to light yours. You might feel like these young people aren't listening, but they are. They are. Because down the road, they will come back and tell you verbatim things that you said to them as they were growing up. They are listening. But we got to help them to get an understanding. Even scripture says, in all thy getting, get an understanding. God knows there are some things we just not going to understand. But he always put people in place with patience. Patience to teach us the things we don't know, to share with us. And then he gives us the ability to learn. So tonight, 7:00 p.m., tune in to Electra James Inspirational Talks on my YouTube channel. That podcast tonight is going to be about voters aware. The purpose is voters awareness. It's a voters awareness session. And it's going to be done by my co-host, Ms. Jacqueline Sarver. She's also my technical director, and she's a historian. She's very in tune to that and very dedicated to the study of history. So I just invite you on tonight to tune in, okay? If you can, to Electra James Inspirational Talks on my YouTube channel. That's the podcast for tonight. You guys, we got to get this done. We got to stop sitting down on the sideline as spectators because voting is not a spectator sport. You got to get involved. You have to. Because guess what? Whether you vote or not, laws are going to be changed either for the better or the worse. It's up to you. What do you want to say that you did to fight to make a difference? That's a question that you have to answer individually. All right. So I will see you guys on the other side of this video at 7:00 tonight. All right. Bye-bye.